Hey folks, welcome to the first video in my Arvoch Alliance campaign playthrough. During my training session series, I talked through the video. While this was really helpful for the learning process as I was able to better recognize what I was doing and talk myself through it, I didn't enjoy playing this way. My love for space sims comes from a place of immersion. I want to get lost in the game, not lost trying to think of ways to be entertaining and fill space with dialogue. So I'm going to approach the campaign playthrough a bit different. I'll be talking, occasionally responding to the characters, and giving squad commands. However, I'll mostly be focused on the dogfighting. After each mission, I will do a debrief, discussing my experience as the player. This way I can still express my thoughts on the game as we progress, but we can keep the focus on dogfighting. That said, let's jump into our first mission briefing.
Welcome to your first official assignment as a combat pilot for the ASC Nova. I'm Commander Garrett, Flight Operations Officer for the Nova, and you'll be receiving your briefings from me prior to each mission. Your promotions and command duties will only apply with my recommendation, so I'm the one you need to impress. You'll want to do well in this assignment, as it is the first that will be logged in your permanent flight record. Allied forces have departed Sol and have been advancing toward Orion for several weeks. We are one of the first ships of the 8th Fleet to arrive, and it's our job to help establish the Orion system as a base of operations. To get started, I'm sending you on a patrol near the planet Orion Prime. We've picked up signals that could be from Federation ships in the area. If so, it may indicate they've arrived first. Fly to the designated waypoints and scan for any possible hostile ships. As you may know, this civil war has taken its toll on our resources, and our combat spacecraft are limited, so we're forced to work with weaker ships at this point. You should be familiar with and type rated for the Ferret Scout spacecraft, but if you need a review, training sessions are available from the ship's main console. Sorry you had to be pulled into combat with so little experience, but Alliance Command wants every pilot we've got. Consider this assignment a continuation of your training.
Turning off IDS. Lining up with catapult.
They expect us to run patrols in a scout?
Working with what we got. Set for launch. Launching. All wings, form on me.
Order confirmed.
Bring Super Cruise. Dropping out.
Reading new hostile contacts.
Visual on bandits. All wings, defend me.
Roger that.
I sustained critical damage. I sustained critical damage.
Bandit eliminated. Moving in on next target. we go. Plenty of shots. Another bandit eliminated. Moving in on the final target. All targets eliminated. Checkpoint clear. All wings, form on me.
Roger that.
Entering Super Cruise. Dropping out.
Hostiles on scanners.
All wings, defend me.
Roger that.
It's going too fast. And it down.
System damage.
Being on next target. these guys got? This is insane. That's out scout crafts. These guys are carrying full complements of missiles. Got him. Bogey down. Right. Yeah! My wingmate, you son of a bitch! Oh. It's me out here, Command. We need to check the next nav point. Glad to be home. for landing. Alright, first things first, it looks like I'm a fighter pilot aboard the ASC Nova. I report to a Commander Garrett, and my wingmates and I are on patrol duty around the Orion system. Intel tells us there are possible enemy ships in the system. Still, we are only given scout craft to handle the situation. The folly of the Alliance reaching for a territory when they don't have the combat craft to support and defend that territory will be revealed to me later in this mission. At this point, I'm just excited to get flying. The mission structure here was very simple. We fly from NavPoint to NavPoint, taking out a handful of bogeys at each point. It's a good way to test out some basic dogfighting skills and play with giving simple commands to your wingmate. At the second and final NavPoint, I lose the last of my wingmen, and the realization that I'm a sole survivor begins to sink in. As I throw myself into the fray for revenge, the enemies are lobbing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 missiles at me. To give context, the Alliance set me up with the same number of missiles Muntadar al-Zari had shoes to throw at Bush. I couldn't take out one old Texan man, much less the group of bandits that were killing my friends. This realization was a very effective way to get me frustrated with Alliance command and my situation, which leads to a pretty big emotional payoff when I avenge my wing. I returned to the command ship feeling like an ace, while also being very disappointed that I'm the only one who made it back. I can't imagine what the Federation's thinking, considering that a group of 4 scout craft managed to push them back. I had a lot of fun with this mission, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of mess the Alliance throws me into next. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.